Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, you know what's coming. My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of a Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. We're up here in the gaming room. At the measurements on my giant screen, it comes in at 135. Yes, 135. So, in the middle of my screen, we have some gray screen paint mix. We made this stuff before. As I said before, that when using a gray screen paint mix, you are going to trash your screen, and I mean trash it. I've said this many times before, because everybody knows, anybody who's a gamer, contrast is everything in gaming. We all know that. Black levels are needed, they are a must in gaming. Now, for anyone who feels that this screen paint does not fall under their category, we will put the ingredients on how this screen paint was made. I've done this before, and in that ingredients, you can basically, whoever makes it can match it against their own stuff. It's the same thing. It pretty much is the same thing. As I said before, we used to make this stuff 11 years ago, and it just reacts the same way. It comes out faded, it comes out washed out. Keep in mind the projector I'm using in front of me is an NEC M352WS. Look it up for yourself. It has a 10,000:1 contrast ratio on its projector. It is a short throw at 3,500 lumens. All right, doesn't make a difference. This is what your screen's going to look like on your PS4 dashboard. We'll throw the Xbox up dashboard. That's what it's going to look like using this projector down here. That's how faded your dashboard comes up. So I told you, if you dabble with gray screen paints, this is what you're going to get. Let me go grab something really quick. And I made sure I got a big enough piece to put right against my screen to show you. Now, my screen has actually been recoated with that new gamer paint. There is no way in the world I was going to sell that gamer paint on Monday and on wall. We also are going to be doing it side by side. It's drying downstairs. We got a big piece of board. We got it coated with the everyday gray screen paint mix that we have made. And we're going to put that side by side to the gamer paint. Now, for anybody who's going to sit there and say it's not the same as any other gray screen paint mix, look, the ingredients is down there for free. Match it up. Match it up. That's all you got to do. And I guarantee you, it's going to react the exact same way. All right. So first things first. Let's get some stuff here ready. Already from the door. Now, those of you that are the Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, whatever games you play, you all know those games require tons and tons of stealth, which require mission modes done at night. And that's something you can't do with a gray screen, because that requires a lot of contrast. Hopefully this thing does not pop off my wall, because it's giving me that feeling that it wants to pop off. So let me get something here so I can go over there and fix the screen. Because we need for all the edges to lay flat. Find myself throw on, because I am not dressed today. I'm just going to throw a shirt on. I'm going to play some games requiring contrast. Regarding any game you play, whoops, there we go. It took off by itself. So we got to put it back up there. We'll use some heavy tape this time. We'll go back over it again. Does not want to stay. Does not want to do the demonstration, but doesn't have a choice. Let's stay, because this demonstration must be done. I've already downstairs have started the progress of painting half and half a screen, so that way we have one half painted with one side, one half painted with the other side. So let's get this back up here where it belongs on my wall. Put that right up there again. All right. This time, I was trying to be generous and use smaller strips, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I'm going to have to put the big ones in. This time it will stay. There we go. I don't think it's kind of a problem now. Should stay up there nice and tight. No problems whatsoever. There we go. The big one's up there. There we go. Now it's going to stay. Now we're not going to have a problem. All right. So let's get this ball rolling. Also did a half and half downstairs. So we got half of it coated with the screen paint, the other half not. Now let me explain something to you real quick. Anytime you see a light gray screen paint, you see anybody mixing black into it, black is designed to tone the paint. That's all it is. That's all it does. It just tones the paint. It makes it darker, it makes it lighter. That's all it does. Majority, most of the stuff they throw in these gray screen paint mixes is glitter, silver, metallic, some kind of metallic or silver, and any form of gray paint. If they're not using the gray paint, then they're mixing it with white paint and a couple of teaspoons of whatever to turn the white into gray. But pretty much most people just take gray and they put a couple of teaspoons in there, whatever's black, to actually adjust the tone. It doesn't make a difference. Now keep in mind, any screen that passes a certain category, a lot of people don't know this when it comes to projection screens. When before black screens came on the market, you had screens that were considered to be gunmetal. A lot of people know what gunmetals are. Gunmetal screens are usually screens that fall in the category of Black Diamond or the Dark Star 9 or the Paxson by Daylight screens. Those screens kind of have a kind of bluish, kind of dark gray to them. Those are gunmetal screens. Those screens can fall into the category of black. The reason why they fall into the category of black, for black screens ever existed, if you had a screen that was really dark gray and the projection field, it was considered to be a black screen. Now you have black screens that actually physically exist. They're considered now to be dark screens or gunmetal. That's what you're considered to be. If you ever looked at a Black Diamond, when a Black Diamond first came out, and people saw the screen, they literally thought the screen was black. So you got close up on top of it and found that it wasn't black, it was this extremely dark gray screen, or charcoal gray, or however way you want to put it. And they consider that to be black. The screen has the name Black Diamond. But the screens are really technically now, you have black technology, an actual physical black screen. They're now considered to be gunmetal. So you got to do more than just chat and flap your gums. You got to know exactly what you're talking about. You have to do the research. So that's why if you look at before the gray screens came into the picture, you had all white screens. All screens were white. There was no such thing as gray or light gray or silver. It didn't exist. You had all white screens. Then you had gray screens come into the picture. If any of you guys remember Grey Wolf when they came out, anybody remember Grey Wolves? Well, they were really old screens that came out at that particular time. Daylight screens were around at that particular era time. They had their gray screens around that time. And then Black Diamond came out with that gunmetal screen. And that's when they did that demonstration. They took that screen and circled it around the middle of the white screen. And you just seen how the image just exploded off the screen. Like, wow, look at that. Because that screen had tremendously amount of contrast level. And that was making the blues and the yellows and the greens and the reds pop right up off the screen. And that's why everybody was interested in Black Diamond technology. See what I'm getting at here? So now you have a screen that can pretty much put a gray screen and a white screen to shame. But then you have now black technology, because now black technology can do things that a gunmetal screen can't do, as in produce a 100% contrast level. There we go. And that's what we call the changing of technology. So let's go over here and find controller, which I'm trying to figure out where controller just what. If you look at my dashboard is not supposed to be that color when it comes to the gray screen paint, because it does not have contrast capability and it can't pull proper color. This is why you can't, mind you, my lights are not even on. And this is my projector right here. You can look it up for yourself. Check out the projector if you want. I gave you the model number. You can check it out. It's a short though at 3,500 lumens, 10,000 to 1 contrast, which goes to show you that even if you have a projector of 10,000 to 1, you're not going to get that. You're not going to be able to use it. So if you really think, you know, with your 4K and 1080p projector, you may possess 10,000, 20,000 to 1 contrast, that you're Space Invader game. And as you can see, the background, it's supposed to be darks and deep purples. You can't even see it on the gray screen. And even with a projector with a 10,000 to 1 contrast ratio. Oh, let me get it. Ah, yes! That's what I'm talking about. I love that game. All gray screen paint mixes do the exact same thing. A lot of you not. They all do it. They all do the same thing. They cannot pull contrast. That's like saying that. That's like somebody saying that one white screen can produce contrast better than another white screen. No, they all do the same thing. They all produce. For a minute, there we go. If somebody says all black screens do the same thing, well, yeah, all black screens produce contrast. But the difference between our technology and another black screen is our screen produces a very high white level, which we've done that demonstration already. I'll post a bunch of links at the bottom so you can go through those and check out those demonstrations. That's the difference between our technology and another black screen. We produce a higher white level. Any black screen can produce contrast. That's easy. But the question you got to ask yourself that when it comes to a light gray screen, what is the difference between one light screen over another light gray screen? Are you really getting contrast? And if the screen is too dark, then how bad are the white levels going to suffer? All right, so let's go back to my game here. Now, can you imagine? My screen's 135. Can you imagine if you had 135 of this gray screen paint mix in the middle of your screen? Well, for one thing, you're going to have to block out any light in the environment. You mean those curtains back there are going to have to be nice and dark. Let me see if I can get this one in. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. That means you're going to have to darken this room. It's too much light in this room. This is not light. Let's go with the gun. I want the gun, and I'll take the power gun. I'll take that and the shield. Oh, mother chicken, mother chicken, mother chicken, mother chicken. There we go. There we go. All right, so we'll come out of here. Come out of here real quick. Let's go over to this particular one. Anything we're going to pull up here is going to come up bad on this gray screen. I mean, you can use a gray screen on your setup, but you're just going to have to be in the dark. That's all the time. Yeah, kind of there. Look at the white levels on our technology. So we're pulling white levels in contrast at the same time. With the gray screen, it's just not going to be able to pull it. But it pulls brighter whites. Yeah, it pulls brighter whites. It's not going to be able to pull color. That's the problem. There you go. Colors first, now I'll show you shades of color. We've done this many times. Just because the screen pulls a higher white level, that's not a good sign. That's a bad sign. It means the white levels are too high. It doesn't have the ability to pull contrast. As you're seeing right now. Are we doing champion? Oh, whatever. I think I am doing champion. That was the wrong side. Or whatever that was. I'll fade the images. Okie doke. Let's go over to, let's see. Anything in Borderlands is not going to come up on this level at all, regardless. Borderlands is dark as I don't know what. Oh, there we go. Screen's starting to pull off real quick. Let's put it back on. Make sure it stays. Doesn't want to stay up here. There we go. Got white levels, no contrast. What's your contrast? Can't even pull the background up. That background, if you're seeing that background in gray on your screen and you're playing Borderlands, you don't have contrast on your screen. That background is supposed to be in black. When he's dancing across that screen, it's supposed to be black. Keep in mind, the projector is projecting black. It's not because the screen is black, the projector is projecting black. If it basically was ever so, that screen would pull up black. It can't, it doesn't have contrast. And like I said, projector is 10,000 to 1 contrast. There you go. Need I say any more? Any dark levels, any contrast, anything that pops up on that screen will not be able to pick it up. That's a mess. It's annoying as I don't know what to actually try to play this game with this gray spot in the middle of my screen. I don't know what the freak that was, but that was freaking cool. Anything back on me? Because something's really lighting me up back here. That's awesome. Break their hearts. That's funny. That's real funny. Not good. Whoa, that was dead on. All right, something big behind me. Yep, something big behind me. Oh, there he is. I got you. And it has fallen again. See the difference? That thing's annoying. That's a spot in front of my screen, but we got to put it back up there again. Ugh. Look at that. I'm going to smear your screen with that great screen paint. Shouldn't have worried about ammo instead of playing around that level. Oh, I gotta run. I need ammo. Here. Let's see, pop over in Sanctuary. No, I need to come out of that. I need to go at one. I want to go into Sanctuary real quick because there's something I want to check out. No, I said Sanctuary. Sanctuary. There we go. I need to get this weapon. Excuse me, I got enough those shards, whatever, and I'm going down to go buy myself another weapon. So there's a gun I'm actually been trying to get my hands on over in Sanctuary. get a good look how faded the image looks on anything that I hit in this environment that has contrast. It's not going to pull up in black on a gray screen. Some people think they're seeing a brighter image. You're not getting a brighter image. You're supposed to be pulling contrast. Anywhere I point this gun at, you're supposed to pull contrast on any black level that's supposed to come up. The freak are you? Oh, whatever. Something creepy. Let's go downstairs. Matter of fact, since I got enough ammo, I think I can take out the 2 dragons. I might have enough to take out the 2 dragons. They were 50s last time I was in there. I don't have enough to get it. Let me see where I have to go to get that weapon. It wasn't there. It was 2 dragons. Grenades. It went down that fast. He's too big of a guy. Where you go? There he is. Here's some freaking ammo. We got ammo in here somewhere? Where can we get ammo? Okay, here we go. Thank you. Gonna use that for the door. Good. Let's get this on. Where'd he go? I don't think that's going to stay. Really doesn't want to be up there. Just doesn't want to be up there. Let's see what it took down. Took down my hammer. Just does not want to stay. I think how much tape I put up here just doesn't want to stay. You know the fantastic thing about this is the simple fact that this thing has ripped off my wall multiple times and the paint has not tore off one time. That shows you something fantastic. Like the paint hasn't peeled or cracked or anything. It hasn't come off at all. Doesn't want to stay. Like, nah, don't want to be here, man. Subjecting me to this nonsense. Doesn't want to stay. Thank you. I don't think I have enough to get a second win. Not for these jokers. These jokers take a lot to take down. Yeah, they take a lot to take down. Let's go the other way, because I'm not going through that night. Remember, he's going around through the game. Am I going the wrong way? No. Going that way. Oh, excuse me. Do apologize for that one. Now, for those of you who are sitting here thinking that, well, it's not a fair demonstration due to the fact that my environment is lit. I don't even consider this to be lit. Now, downstairs in my living room, that is freaking lit. This is not lit. And you feel that it's not a fair demonstration because the gray screen does not have the ability to be able to produce an image in a full lit environment. And that kind of shows you right there that you kind of answered your own question why your colors look like crap on your screen and why you have to sit in the dark. Now, I'm short throw at 3,500 lumens. This shouldn't be a problem. come out of here. All right, that's it. I'm done with this. It's just not going to stay. Let's see. No matter how much tape I put on this, it's just not going to stay. So we'll try it with some fresh tape again. And if it doesn't stay downstairs, I did a half and half screen. So I did half the screen and a gray screen paint mix, and the other half is coated with gamer paint. So it doesn't make a difference. If you do the demonstration off that, it's going to have to stay regardless because it's painted into the screen. But as you can see, you already got a good idea of exactly what you're getting. That's why I chose to use my, some people think, oh, because I'm using my projector, it's ultra short throw and it's 3,500 lumens and it has 10,000 to 1 contrast. They're thinking that's the reason why the screen looks great. No, it's the technology that makes the screen look great. This is a 720p projector. If you hit your screen with a 720p projector and it's not using our technology, then guess what? The first thing's going to pop up in your mind is, let's go out and get me a more high power projector. Let me see, how can I... here's the thing. The only thing we ship overseas now is the gamer paint. And the gamer paint comes in, this is actually a screen, my screen's coated with gamer paint. So the only screens we do ship, like screen paints, we ship 1 quart and 2 quarts, but that's not, I think it's available today. It may be available today, you have to check the shopping carts. But we do have available, and it's like I said, it's the gaming screen paint, that's when it comes with LED lights and the blackout cloth and all the other good stuff you would need with it. We do ship that over to India for free, or any place else we can ship it for free. But the gallons and everything else, we don't ship those over anymore. So let's try to get this to stay up there again. Fighting with this, man. Fighting with this today. Yeah. But we do ship just about anything we ship over. It's a gamer paint. Now you can get that with free shipping. We can ship that to you. Keep in mind, it does come with a blackout cloth surface. It does come with LED lights. In case you want to light up your pad. Oh shoot! I was like, where the heck is my remote control? It's really weird. Application board. Like I said, anything application I pull up involving contrast, it's not going to pull in a gray screen. Everybody knows Mortal Kombat has deep contrast levels. Movies, sports, contrast. Forza, any kind of night mission, any kind of night mode, and like I said, anything involves heavy contrast, you can't use them on grays. Let's put in, let's see. As a matter of fact, let me see. And mind you, I've done these demonstrations on screen sizes of 100 inch. This is 135. The sample sheet in the middle that's coated with gray screen paint is 3 feet by 3 feet. That's time is staying down. But you get the idea. You kind of get the idea already. Let me see if we can do one more thing real quick, and after that, I think my screen should be dry downstairs with my half and half. Then at least I won't have to keep doing this over and over and over again because. And then consider the fact that I'm using like an all-purpose heavy-duty tape, So consider the fact that this thing has ripped off my wall multiple times and the paint has not peeled at one time. Somebody, oh, forgot to answer an email. Somebody sent me an email about basically is the paint weatherproof? I have to send those videos on the paint being weatherproof outside. All right, let's go over here and let's go to, let's come out of here real quick. We'll clear this and we'll put in, so you can see how much color you're missing. Because like I told you, man, whatever contrast, or the screen's going to come up with real funny grayish color to it. So usually, most of the time when I show you demonstrations, it's on a smaller scale. You really can't see the impact. So that's why I like having the 35-inch screen in here. And then we have this great big, huge, massive mixed screen, gray screen paint mix, so you can actually see exactly the difference between having black technology in your home than having gray. Because you're still going to pick up this kind of gray kind of image off your screen. Where on the black screen, you're going to get the detail, you get the contrast, all that. What's happened is, and why the screen is coming up so kind of like a kind of grayish look to it, because the screen is producing too high of a white level. Now remember when I went back, and those you remember, I showed the white screen first, and you see where the gray screen produces a higher white level, it's producing too high of a white level. That's why the image doesn't look normal. It kind of has this kind of grayish kind of look to it. That's why. So this projector being at 35, when it hits the screen, it's just projecting too much white light. And that's why you have this ugly kind of look to it, where our screen kind of blends in and looks natural, because it's designed to absorb light. See, they're designed to absorb light. Well, gray screens can't do that because gray screens reflect light right back at you. And this is a 720p projector. And that's why when some people hit their screens using a gray screen paint, the first thing they think, see, let me bump it up to 4K, let me bump it up to 1080p, let me bump up the lumens. No, the higher you make the lumens, the worse you're going to make the screen, because you're reflecting a ton of light back at you. It's not absorbing light, it's reflecting white light back at you. All right, with that being said, let me remove this off my screen now finally, because I want this off my screen. So get my screen back to normal on the way it's supposed to look. There you go. All right, so let me get out of here. I think later on today, we're doing this side by side. I got one half painted with the gamer paint, one half painted with the gray screen paint mix. We're going to do that demonstration in the dark downstairs on the PS4, and also too with lights off, because we're going to need to be in complete darkness. I want to show you exactly what you're missing, because you're already seeing exactly what you're missing from your gaming already. You're missing a ton of contrast. But I want to show you on another level. We're going to do half and half. So once that's done and dried, we'll do that for tonight. The gamer paint, which is actually coated on my screen now, that is available now on the website. It does come with free worldwide shipping, which means we can ship it to you overseas. It comes with the blackout cloth surface, and it comes with the LED lights. All right, so that's available on the website now, including other screen paints. That's basically about it. I have to go. Just want to show you on a much larger scale so you can see what you're getting at. If you're curious about the projector I'm using in the demonstration, there it is right there. Look it up for yourself. That projector has a 10,000-to-1 contrast at 3,500 lumens, and it's sure throw. All right, thank you all for your time. I got to go, and God bless.